I am a warrior, preparing for war. I am a warrior.
I'll read you like a passage from this first book, The Other Side of Paradise, about my first trip to New York. I was in Jamaica, and I kind of had the inkling that I was a gay. And I remember the moment. I was sitting in my philosophy class. I was sitting beside Savannah Lane Parker, and she was always answering questions, know-it-all kind of dyke. And so she's answering these questions, and she's chewing on the pencil. And suddenly I just can't hear anything she's saying. I can't focus on anything. The only thing I'm thinking on a loop in my head is, I wish I was the pencil. I wish I was the pencil, God, I wish I was the pencil. And then I was just very stressed, because every time I was around her, it's like the bottom of my belly, I would say like the floor of my uterus was like dropping, becoming like mad liquid in my panties. It was a very confusing time, so I didn't quite know what was happening. So I didn't want to be gay because, within the context of the Caribbean community, particularly Jamaican, you just didn't want to be gay. Who the fuck want? I mean, people now want to be gay. Straight people, straight friends of mine. Oh, I wish I was gay. But back in fucking 1992, nobody wanted to be a gay, right? It was like the thing that you were trying very hard not to be. And the question on the census, what do you not want to be? Answer, a gay. So I developed this plan that I was going to cure myself of gay. So I went cure myself. So I developed this plan. I come into New York. I don't know if you know anything about the Mormon culture. It's Mormon or it's not Mormon, it's Amish. Where they fucking leave for like a year and then just get all of this shit out of their system, and they drink, and then, I don't know, they do drugs and maybe some cunnilingus, I'm not sure. And then they go back home, having got it out of their system. So I developed this idea that I was going to come to New York because I had heard that there was a large concentration of gays here. And I was going to come to New York and I was going to just fucking do everything gay. And then I was going to be so disgusted by this gayness that I was going to be cured, and I was going to go home and live a very proper life of being a professor on campus and maybe write a poem or two on the side. That was like my life. That was what was going to happen. So this is a trip that happened. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. You all look so lovely and expectant. I'm sorry for what's about to happen. When the plane lands, New York City lights blink in code, as if they say, "Welcome to the city." I'm staying with my mother's older brother David in the projects of Red Hook in Brooklyn. The dim hallways reek of urine, and the noise of boys fighting and sirens outside the window is unbearable. One night, when I'm taking the garbage to the incinerator, a tall, fat man with a runny nose offers me $20 to give him a blowjob. I drop the garbage in the hallway and scream for my Uncle David, who comes barreling out of the front door with a knife. The fat man ambles away before I can find the words to say what happened. Uncle David hugs me and warns me to avoid those people who live in those other apartments. I spend the hot and humid days roaming the city. $1.25 takes me anywhere on the subway. And I love to stand on the platform and watch the gigantic metal structure squeal to a halt. Then I hop into the middle car and attempt small talk with other passengers. "Hi there, my name is Staceyann Chin. What's your name?" People look at me like I'm fucking crazy. Only other tourists talk to me. In Union Square, I meet a man who was born in South Africa of Dutch parents and raised in London. His wife is Somalian and they're both moving to Italy after their summer vacation in New York and Toronto. I feel quite cosmopolitan just talking to him. The chic Asian girls in Banana Republic jackets rush quickly by me, Caribbean restaurants, slim dark men in leather suits, pornographic bookstores, black girls with afro mohawks and white girls with pink hair line the streets. One afternoon I venture into a bar called the Stonewall Inn. A white man dressed in a blonde wig and women's clothing offers to buy me a drink. "So where you from, honey?" His voice is husky and his mascara is running, so he looks a bit like a raccoon in sequined evening wear. I sip my ginger ale and I whisper, "Jamaica. I'm Jamaican, I come from Jamaica." Oh God, I had a Jamaican lover once. He had the biggest dick I'd ever seen. Always had to stay in bed after we fucked. Couldn't walk. "You should have seen me, honey. I'd been laid out like a dead body for days." I finally had to leave him when it got ridiculous. He wanted to fuck every day. I think I'd be in a wheelchair if I kept up with that big old Jamaican dick. He turns his roomy eyes to the side and runs his fingers down his cheeks. Now me, my dick is the most itty-bitty thing in the whole wide world. Not that you would care. You're a lesbian, right? I'm not. I wouldn't say lesbian. I do have some feel, but I'm not quite. Oh God, sweetie, you ain't gotta know. You're young. You'll figure it out, or maybe you won't figure it out. Just fucking go with it. Fuck, man. This is New York fucking City. You can be anything you goddamn wanna be here. Now, run along, little maybe die. I see a little tidbit over there. I'm gonna go swallow him up. There is something thrilling about the way the man said "fuck" and "dick" out loud in public. In Jamaica, I would get killed for talking about things like that I'd like to do with a woman. I'm almost halfway through my trip when I discover the bookstores. A Different Light, Oscar Wilde, the Revolutionary Bookstore, the People's Republic of Anti-Imperialist Literature. The names on the signs draw me in. I find a volume of short stories with true lesbian love stories, and I read and reread those stories. I'm fascinated with people coming out of the closet. I don't have a closet, but suddenly I want to come out of it. They describe how good it feels to be proud of their sexuality. Suddenly I want to come out. I want to tell everybody exactly what I am. And I actually end up going home to Jamaica and coming out to my friends. And because I'd read this fucking story about these two lesbians, these two white lesbians from Montana, who had like come out to their whole town, and then the town threw them a party. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna come out, and in Jamaica they might throw me a fucking party. And then I got assaulted by about a dozen boys on campus, and I was like, what the fuck? Mad fucking love, thank you so much.